Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. People don't understand in life. Most of the setbacks that happen in your life, it comes from the circle around you. It comes from the people that's closest to you. No circle, no setbacks, no friends, no back doors. Listen, no friends, no back doors. You got to understand the whole YSL takedown. How could Young Thug snitch on somebody if he didn't know the person? YSL Woody, how could he snitch on Young Thug and them if he wasn't close to them? You got to understand. See, when you the 10 toes down dude, when you the introvert and when you don't have friends, who is gonna betray you? Listen, having friends, that leaves room open for betrayal. It leaves room for, listen, you are bringing strangers in your life to be around you and watch every move. You got to understand. Robberies, they're not, listen, robberies are all inside jobs. Listen, you got to understand, robbery attempts are all inside jobs. Those are from people that you trusted to be around you. They seen what you had going on in life. Now they could set the play on you and act like they didn't know what happened. At the end of the day, listen, when I was growing up, I seen people, best friends rob them. People, best friends get them set up. If they had no circle, there's no distractions from you elevating your life. There's no setbacks. All setbacks come from your circle. They push this agenda. You need, you need, you need, you need. But if you need, you are needy. I repeat, if you need, you are needy. At the end of the day, you got to understand. No friends, no setbacks. No friends, no distraction. All you have is you, God, in your grind. That's all you literally have. If you're 10 toes down, you have no choice but to make it. You have no choice but to listen. Who's going to save you if you don't have friends? Who's going to save you if you don't have people around you? If you don't have people around you, who is going to save you? Besides your parents, that's the only genuine people that's going to save you. For real, for real. At the end of the day, you got to understand, most of the people that people hang around, you cannot call them up on a bad time and ask for $10,000. They don't got it, they don't got it, they don't got it. Why you hanging around them? At the end of the day, you got to understand. The agents are mostly around people who have friends. People who have friends, they got, listen, at the end of the day, nobody knows you're a YouTuber if you don't have friends. Unless they watching your channel, unless they in your ecosystem, they don't know you. They don't know what you got cooking up. You could have $20 million. Only your ecosystem might know that. Even then, your ecosystem might know that, because at the end of the day, when I get 20 M's, I'm not telling my ecosystem that. Unless they just see, like, I got 17 Lambos, they might just put two and two together, but they won't know how much exactly I have. At the end of the day, listen, friends equal setbacks. At the end of the day, you can't get to where you want to get to in life because you have friends. You want to hang out. Listen, only people with no plans in life hang. Listen, eagles fly alone. I repeat, I'm going to say this one more time. Eagles fly alone. I care about I care about results. I don't care about having fun. Having fun is all cool and dandy until it goes bad. What about the bad side of having fun? What about the he touched me, he touched me, he touched me? It was all fun and games until she woke up and she was not intoxicated no more. He touched me, he touched me, he touched me. Dudes want to live for fun. Stop living for fun. At the end of the day, society pushes fun, 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 fun. But it costs funds, 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 funds. At the end of the day, stop hanging around people. They're not going where you're going. Trust me, they're not going where you're going. They want to casually date. They want to be the most alpha. They want to alpha you. At the end of the day, you got to understand, peep the wordplay. They want to alpha you. At the end of the day, we don't have time for the games. We are not alpha. God already said he's the alpha and omega. You don't need anybody. The Lord already told you, trust no man but God. I repeat, the Lord already told you, trust no man but God. After this, I'm about to go work out. I might drop another video. But at the end of the day, you got to understand. Back doors happen from your circle. If you got no circle, there's no room for error. At the end of the day, you can go from being rich to being broke, to going right back rich, to going broke, and to going right back rich. That can only happen if you have no friends around. You don't have people in your immediate circle judging you like, oh yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna work. I knew that wasn't gonna work. That's gonna hold a lot of people back. All you need is yourself in this ecosystem. You have social media. If people don't want to start YouTube channels, if people don't want to start live Twitch gaming channels or workout channels, that's on them. They didn't build their body up. They had friends around them telling them it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. It's their circle. At the end of the day, if you don't have no circle around, what is the risk? There is no risk. The risk is when you have the circle around. The risk is when you have a friend around. At the end of the day, you got to understand. They make books how to win friends. At the end of the day, you don't need to win friends. Friends don't equal bill payments. At the end of the day, friends don't equal bill payments. How are your friends going to pay your bills? They're not going to pay your bills for you. You have to pay your bills. When you have a family, if you get on child support, your friends are not going to make those child support payments. At the end of the day, listen, when you don't have friends, you don't have no fake love around you. I repeat, when you don't have friends, there's no fake love around you. At the end of the day, instead of having friendships, listen, it's only business. Nothing is personal. At the end of the day, it's 2025, the age of social media. Why would I have a friendship? Build up a friendship that's fake. I didn't know him in pre-K. That's all fake. At the end of the day, listen, when I could come on YouTube and talk to YouTube, when I could start a live Twitch gaming channel, December 25th, listen, shout out to me, December 25th, I'm live Twitch streaming video game. I'm going to let you know when it get closer to that time. But until it get close to that time, listen, we focus, we remain in focus. And listen, the videos on here still ain't going to stop. I'm going to be running Twitch gaming channels, and I'm going to be running this. And I'm still going to be in shape. At the end of the day, how many gamers are in gaming chairs at their mother's house and they're in shape? I'm not even at my mother's house. I'm in my own penthouse. At the end of the day, you got to understand, when I start this gaming channel, I'm still going to be in shape. Listen, no excuses. And if I still got a 9 to 5, guess what? I'm still in shape. I'm still going to work out 3 times a day. Listen, nothing is going to hold me back. Nothing is going to hold you back but them fake friendships. You have 24 hours in a day. When you hang out with friends for 3 hours, you wasted 3 hours. You know what you could have did in 3 hours? You could have got a 20-minute workout session in. Now, look, you still got more time left. You could have dropped 4 videos in that 3-hour span. At the end of the day, time is valuable. At the end of the day, people who don't have plans to go very far in life or not going on a generational run, listen, forget all that. If you're going on a generational run, your time is valuable. You are valuable. You are the value. You don't need to read a book to tell you you're valuable. You are valuable if you're going on a generational run. You have to think about the next generation that comes after you. You got to think about your kids' kids. Not just your future kids, but your kids' kids. At the end of the day, your kids get Lambos. What about their kids? Oh, you got to bless them with Lambos too, because you went on a generational run. At the end of the day, it's time to toughen up. Listen, you need to be by yourself. Listen, you are a royal. If you believe in Jesus Christ, you are royal. You are royal. At the end of the day, monk mode gang, you know what's going on. How can you get betrayed if you don't have fake friends around you? After 8 years, after 4 years. Listen, all the people who's beefing in the streets, they were once friends. I repeat, all the people who are beefing in the streets, they were once friends. How do you know they can get the drop on the op? They were friends. They used to be hanging around them. That's what they get. How do people get the drop on the op? From the inside circle. King Von, he got deleted from his inside circle. OTF, I forgot his name. They set the hit on him. At the end of the day, when Lil Durk called and said, stop messing with the op, folks. Stop messing with the op, folks. I'm going to say it again. When Lil Durk called him and said, stop messing with the op, folks. Stop messing with the op, folks. That's when he put the hit on him. That was all planned. It was all scripted. They made it seem like, bro, Quando Rondo, the dude he was fighting, helped him to the hospital. None of the OTF members helped him to the hospital. What does that tell you? Monk Mo gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.